I think they need to turn the music down.
They're selling chocolate.
Yeah, I was just saying that. Oh my
Wait.
That was super adorable.
That's not even the first time we've done that chocolate quote.
I was gonna say, I feel like we have to do it at least like once a stream.
I remember when they made chocolate.
I always hated it.
I always hated it.
You're really gonna do that like gravelly, like
Yeah.
voice to do that one.
I remember.
I remember. I remember.
I always hated it.
Oh god, we just started, guys. Hold on.
Yeah, no, I already love it. It's great.
No one told Moz. We're gonna spend it, right?
Okay, so we are doing things. I think we're good. We have all the buttons pushed.
We have them all pushed.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, good.
Okay.
That is important.
Oh, I don't like that Alpha said Maz will never know.
We'll never know about us getting distracted.
About the chocolate.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's fine.
Why they selling?
Sorry.
Okay, so serious.
Serious, like we always are.
Okay. Get out of here. So you all find yourselves once again back at the Adventurers Guild. Very seriously back at the Adventurers Guild. You all know that you have to check in. At this point, so much has happened that you have to say something to them. Especially, I imagine they probably have reached out a bazillion times asking for updates on many of the quests that you've gone on, as many of them are sent to you via the Adventurers Guild. Not all of them. The whole side quest where you got sucked into the dream realm and you thought you were dead, but you weren't dead, but you might have been dead. Maybe that's when you all died. Who knows? That was not a quest for the Adventurers Guild, surprisingly.
We need to change the music and stuff, or at least turn our volume up.
Oh. Okay, here.
Which makes sense because a lot of times when I'm editing the stuff, we're kind of quiet down there.
I don't know why.
So like, make sure we're up there.
Here, I'll turn this up. Wee.
Or music down. I don't know what's better, but
Maybe a little bit of both.
yeah, maybe do both.
Let me scoot
Yeah,
it.
maybe that's better.
Okay. Yeah, for some reason it always makes us like a lot quieter. Let's see.
Oh, and are the redeems on?
Oh, no, they're not.
We're
Rising
in the big
said
league
it.
now.
We're super professional.
We are super professional.
Super fancy stream deck, all on top of things.
Mm-hmm.
Selling
And then
chocolate.
just like everything breaks.
Oh, Mishka, the twinkle art does look cute. Ash made that.
Thank you.
She made all
yeah,
the character art that you see on there.
much appreciated. Yes, all the character art I did. Okay, so lovely folks. You guys are going back to the Adventurers Guild, and the music is hopefully not louder than my voice still.
Yeah, hopefully we're good.
And it has been a while. You have to check in. You go into the Adventurers Hall, the main hall. This is where people assign quests and also where they receive some of the quest letters, and also where they generally talk to people.
Pretty much where you first walk in the door, I guess, like what you first see kind of vibe.
There is a little bit of a hustle and bustle with people moving around and talking, and the hall is somewhat filled. I hope this isn't going to be too loud either. Okay. But it is not as busy as it used to be, because when you guys first started out, I should say at the beginning of these quests, rather than first started out, because poor Twinkle has been there quite a while.
Someone's slurping really loudly in the audience.
There's like that one guy that's standing next to the bar that you have to go to that's drinking like a cup of something, and you guys are like, geez, and he's just sitting there like,
Oh, that's Slurpin' Sam.
It's Slurpin' Sam.
It is in fact Slurpin' Sam.
Yep.
Yeah, he just
Don't
sits there
Slurpin'
at the
Sam.
bar next to the receptionist and just goes, and then he like pours out, and you think he might have one of those infinite drink things, and he pours it in there, and then he just slurps again. It's like, how can this guy drink so much? What is he drinking?
Sam, you should definitely slow down a little bit. We haven't been back in months. Have you been here the whole time, just slurping away?
I go other places sometimes.
I'm assuming you have to go to the bathroom quite a lot.
Also, I love that I can tell you don't drink hot drinks because this is how you're holding a
No,
mug.
it's a. I was imagining it like he was holding it like a teacup, but then like, hey, don't question Slurpin' Sam's statement.
Sorry, Slurpin' Sam.
He's a professional. Like,
I hold
David
down
never
the
said
fort
that
here.
Sam was slurping.
Now every time you hear that, you're
oh,
going to.
oh, that's true.
Yeah,
Pink is up.
you're fancy. Oh, I love that Ember also said that. Now we have Slurpin' Sam.
Slurpin' Sam.
Official NPC.
Yes.
Have we?
I don't know what race they are. We'll figure that out.
Since the bottom of the ocean to now, have we taken a long rest?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Okay.
would have slept by now.
Yeah.
Thank you. Just want to check.
Oh yeah, I gotta update my character sheet. Thank you.
So you guys would recognize a couple of the receptionists. There are a handful of them, and then one of them seems to be busy trying to convince Slurpin' Sam to slurp somewhere else.
I slurp here if I want to.
And then there's one that's free for you guys to start your check-in progress.
This place would be nothing without me here.
Guys, before we check in, I feel like we need to talk.
Yeah.
What are we going to talk about? Because there's certainly some things that have happened that. Oh, someone's vomiting in the background. Oh God.
I don't hear it. Probably for the better.
There's
Yeah, they
something
just-
going on here.
I can't.
Focus.
That must be vomiting Victor in the background.
It is.
I'm like,
My brother.
I have a legitimate tear going down my
Are we
face.
sure it's not Hurling Hank?
Well, I always get the two of those. I always get the two of them mixed up. You're
They
right.
are twins.
Mhm.
I can't.
There's but the missions, of course, we should definitely get paid for them. But
Yeah.
is there anything that we shouldn't talk about? We should set some ground rules, maybe.
Well,
Um.
I feel like I don't know if I explained this, and we're in a quiet huddle.
As you
about,
guys do.
Yeah.
You know how I like accidentally stole Ellie as a baby.
I forgot about that.
That's kind of why I'm here. Like, I'm kind of more of an indentured servant than I am like a voluntary adventurer. So I don't know if the guild should know that either you're a princess or that like you're the one that I stole or something.
Right.
I don't
Do
really
you think
know.
I can pardon you?
Could you?
I don't know.
I mean, if you're a princess, maybe with like the Samoran country, but like you're not a princess everywhere, right?
Well, DMs.
Yes.
Is it who was it that like it was the capital that was gonna put me in jail, right? Not
Yeah,
Yes.
so the capital
okay.
decided to pretty much bury the fact that you stole Ellie to avoid any problems between their place and where Ellie comes from, because obviously you fled there. That's really sketchy, and they didn't want to do anything. So then Theandra, where Ellie is from, was like, where did she go? Like, what happened? And the government here was like, you know, it might be better to just like
Well, I don't know what happened.
kind of like not say anything. And since you didn't know exactly who you stole or what the details were, they just kind of kept it hush hush. That being said, you did remind me of something that's important. I don't know if our lovely Tatoe GM told all of you Tatoes, but Tatoes, you have gotten word from one of your undercover Tatoes, as you all have, of course. You guys have gotten word that there is a letter that has been sent to the guild and is now in the letter processing room. And this letter contains details regarding Twinkle and Ellie, and is actually a request to have Twinkle sent in to be punished for the crimes by Theandra. And the Adventurer Guild has not opened said letter yet. The Tatoe that reported it said that it has been lost in the mailroom. And something to keep in mind, because I know all of you Tatoes are chaos gremlins, you cannot just burn the entire guild down or all of the letters or something of the like, because if you did, the guild would know something's up and they'd have to send out mass reports to everybody to get new letters in, because all of the letters would be gone, so they would be aware. But if you take only one letter discreetly enough, then the guild may not even know that it's missing, and therefore, you know, Theandra might just think that the guild's not responding. It wouldn't be the first time. Just saying. But anyway.
Really thought that through. You guys gotta find that letter.
Maybe you could write like a note of pardon or something. Do you have an official like family seal or something that you have with you?
Oh, I don't think they taught me that yet. I mean, I only kind of go back here and there in between what we do. Maybe Chris. Maybe. Chris could.
Yeah, maybe we could send a message to Chris and then they could have a letter sent over.
Although we didn't really tell Chris that it was me.
No, he thinks you're Rachel.
Right.
What an odd name.
What a fantastical name. So weird.
Yeah, we have to figure out how to word it.
Maybe we just don't. I think it could get messy. It's alright.
So, my memory is a little bit fuzzy. I think it's still a little full of water. What other illicit things have we done in the past couple of months that we should have mentioned?
Well, we let the giant Amber Umbra out.
Right.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I think that one's kind of well known though. Like,
Right,
how well can you hide?
It's kind of difficult to hide an Umbra.
Yeah.
Whatever happened with the I think this was the quest that we went on since the last time we were here. Like the first quest was, you know, in the airship and all that.
We haven't
we
been
were on
back
an
here for the airship?
I don't think so.
Oh my god, we were on an airship.
Yeah, it was like
Last
we went
time we were-
airship and then weird dream world place and then
Okay, we were technically back here, but we weren't back here because it was like a manifestation of here, but we weren't
Right.
physically here.
I also.
and then
So
we
when
went to
were we last-
Ellie's and then
How far back since the
Mhm.
airship were we last at the guild hall?
Mhm.
Have we been back since my goddess died?
surely
I mean,
we at least like rested here.
yeah. I
Have
don't
we?
know. No.
I don't know.
Yes.
Well,
Do they log us? Would they know?
Is there a sign out sheet somewhere? Do we keep archives?
time cards or something.
Yeah. Surely there's a log full of all the adventures.
Right, well let's just go back. Alright, so any mentions of breaking and entering we're definitely not gonna include in the reports.
Oh, we didn't do any of that though.
Any mentions of thievery or stealing we're not gonna mention in the reports.
Yeah.
Any mentions of deific powers mysteriously going missing, we probably shouldn't mention in the reports because otherwise there could be a very large panic that goes about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you
So-
know, we just leave in the details about we did the thing that you wanted us to do.
I
And
did
just
kill
leave
an,
everything else out.
What
I
did we
did-
need to do though? I don't
we did
even
kill
remember.
we did kill an Umbra. Is that legal?
I don't know. Umbra's protected species.
I'm not sure. What kind? Like, is
We
there
don't
like a?
need to know that.
But it kind
Being
of has to
attacked, it was
relate-
self-defense.
That's also true. Okay, maybe we don't mention that part either.
Yeah.
I
What
mean, yeah, and we like broke into parts of the library.
Well,
we
that
were
wasn't
supposed to
for
be
the
in.
guild. That was for Mo. Mo wanted us to go back to
Right, yeah.
their place.
That's true. We went on a vacation.
Yeah. So what's the last quest we did for the guild?
That's a great question.
So we did your goddess.
Uh-huh.
From your goddess, we went.
We did the airship.
It was
I
the
think
airship.
airship.
It was the airship to a weird game show.
But that
Right,
wasn't
that,
the guild.
Yeah, no, we don't count that.
Right.
So I think
Okay.
the airship was the airship the last guild quest that we had.
Yes. Cause then it was my home. No, my home. We were sent there
We were sent
by
there.
But what we said
Mo's
by
girlfriend, boyfriend. I don't
Lover,
know.
yeah.
But was
but
that
was
official guild business?
I don't know. Wasn't that?
DMs.
I've just been enjoying you guys like
know.
trying to like, in character
So,
trying to remember.
Also, as your characters, it is in canon that there's a lot of in-between time between these quests.
Yeah.
So just like in real life, these have been spaced out between many, many weeks and months. So this struggle of you guys remembering is kind of genuine. Like, you probably, even as your characters, would have been like, what the heck did we do last that was like actually for the Adventurers Guild?
Here, maybe we should just go up to the counter and just like smile and nod, and then like anything illegal, we just shake our head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. That sounds right.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
do that. They'll have better records than us.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Great.
We're gonna saunter on up to the counter
Okay.
confidently.
Ooh, confidently.
Oh,
Confidently.
I already forgot his name. Slurpin what? What
Slurpin'
is-
Sam.
Slurpin
Slip
Sam.
and Sam.
Slurpin Sam seems to respect that. You know, he respects confidence.
Oh,
Yeah.
Serpent Sam is busy right now though, anyways, because a Tatoe was using an illusion to make a giant stick bug like dance.
What if he's
next
like
to him.
dancing
So
with
he's
the
like-
stick bug?
You
Oh,
stick
the
bug
The
slurp and
slurp is
slam?
going further, like he's trying to like drink still, like and slurp while dancing, and it's just getting messier then.
Yeah.
Why does he sound like he's drowning?
Because it won't, because he's not always like drinking the best while he's.
Sam, don't slurp and saunter.
Ooh, slurpin
Sam's
song.
Oh.
gonna do what he wants. He doesn't listen.
That's true. Everyone knows that about
Yeah.
Slurp Sam.
I feel like
I
it
don't know
got
if he's
quiet.
ever been on a quest.
I feel like the music
I
gets
don't think
quiet.
so either. I don't. The thing is, I don't think the
He just
guild
is
really wants
here.
him to go on quests. Because
Yeah.
all he does is slurp.
That's true.
Why is he
Oh,
even
he does.
here? He must be an adventurer if he's here.
Maybe he's a nepo baby.
Is he an adventurer? Like, can you be an adventurer if you don't go on adventures?
This place
I
does
mean-
technically just have like it's like open to the public technically,
Yeah.
like because you could come in and just pay for drinks if you wanted to, at the
Oh, I
bar.
didn't.
I love
I
seeing.
didn't know that. Toby's only been here like 4 times.
Okay.
Maybe Slurp and Sam was like a real adventurer in his heyday, and now he's just spends his days
That-
slurping away.
That's fair.
That could
I mean,
be it.
you see some messed up things.
So I think Nerdy King.
Oh
Maybe
my
we'll
gosh,
all be
welcome
Slurp and Sams.
That is amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you guys saunter on up. You walk with spirit to the counter of the Adventurers Guild, and you are faced with a receptionist. This receptionist seems like she is really lost in her note taking. She actually has a little typewriter and seems to be typing out things on her typewriter and kind of just looks up at you briefly and then goes back to typing. She has glasses because I wanted an excuse to wear glasses.
You should wear glasses all the time.
People don't know.
I know, Ash.
And this receptionist is a gray, flat-faced Scottish fold tabaxi. So a Scottish fold is smushed ears and a very smushed-looking face with big eyes. And so even though she has glasses, her nose is too smushed, so they often will slowly slide off, and it's very distracting. While you talk to her, you'll just see them sliding, and then she'll push them back up.
These are cute cats.
They are very cute. Everybody Google Scottish
Yeah.
fold.
They always look so sad.
They just look like permanent kittens that are sad.
That are sad. She looks up at all of you walking up and does not respond. She makes eye contact with you and then goes back to typing.
Hello. Our group is here to check in about our missions.
What is your group name?
Oh, we never figured that out, did we?
Yeah, no, wait, we're the Blanket Brigaders.
The Blanket Brigaders.
Okay, and what are you checking in for?
We're checking in on any incomplete and unresolved tasks that we have been assigned since our last payout.
I see.
I don't know if this is working, Toby.
Do you all not remember what assignment you have not checked in for?
Well, let's start with the airship.
Mm-hmm. I see. Airship.
We were tasked with being on an airship as a security detail, and we came back alive,
Mm.
and no one died.
She starts just flipping through paperwork, and while she's like scanning through the paperwork, every now and then she stops and looks up at you guys and is like, mm-hmm.
While she's flipping through the paperwork, can I see if I recognize any of the job titles?
Are you trying to do it like stealthily so she doesn't notice?
Yeah.
Or just do a roll stealth check then.
Yeah.
You have
That's fair.
inspiration.
Jack.
Yep.
Oh no.
Because
I
you're
have a
trying to be
-1
sneaky about it.
die. Oh, I'm gonna use that inspiration right away.
Oh,
I
and,
rolled the same thing twice.
Oh no!
You were also, by the way, being handed little timestamp cards that are made of stone from a Tatoe that was just walking by you and being like, that just say Adventurers Guild on them and your name. That was just...
Oh, Tatoes.
Potatoes find out our missions from there.
I rolled a 4.
On
Oh,
both?
God.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's sad.
5 minus 1. I rolled 5 twice.
Can I like whisper to a Tatoe and be like, "Hey, go see what she's flipping through," but you know, in Tatoe.
As she's like fiddling through, it seems like a lot of different papers. I imagine Toby is very not stealthily leaning over, and the way that I picture it, because Toby is a little bit heavier set, I imagine that you're like trying to lean over and you're in armor, like you are in heavy armor, and I imagine it's kind of like creaking, like it's like pushing against itself, so you just hear like as you're like slowly trying to like stealthily lean and peek over the desk as she's flipping through, and she just stops mid flip through at one point and is like,
How tall is the counter?
I
Is it like multiple height?
imagine it's probably like 4 feet. I would say it's a pretty tall counter, so that means Twinkle's head is like barely poking.
I imagine
like you
that,
see like some of the top
Just
part
the
of the
space
side.
I imagine that they have like a little tiny staircase on some spots of the counter
Oh,
for
cute.
like
I
smaller
like that.
species to
I
get
like
up there.
that. That's very inclusive.
So, did you find it?
Yes, I have found the, you had a hot air balloon quest where you went to go see the other Adventurers Guild base that was being established.
Right.
Yes.
And along our journey, there was a bit of a accident and leaving many people stranded on top of a mountain. However, to my knowledge, no one died.
Toby,
To
That's
your
not true.
knowledge, no
that's
one
not
died?
true.
To my knowledge, no one died.
Mm-hmm.
forgot
To
about the
your
turkey people.
knowledge, you were not aware of anyone's death.
Hey, listen. All right? There was an entire thing where we all had to go into a cave and got mind controlled by some people who were stuck underneath the mountain.
Yep.
We came back with more people than what we left with.
Have you ever been in a crashing hot air balloon? It's really scary.
I'm scared
But
of heights.
he
I was on
did
the
it
floor the
anyway.
entire time that we were in the air.
Yeah,
And
It's
I went
true.
on this quest anyway.
true.
That sounds like I'm gonna have to make some deductions on your pay. Some of those things sound like liabilities to me.
They weren't our fault.
Right, it's not
Mhm.
our fault the airship went down.
Whose
Guys, I
fault
think you're
is
making
it?
it worse.
Whose fault was it?
The Tatoes. They set it on fire.
Hmm. And she looks over and kind of there are various Tatoes interacting around you guys and moving, generally following you. You usually just have a little swarm of Tatoes. She
This
kind of
guild hall-
peeks over the edge and looks at them and then sees one like moving around. Do you usually have so many of these Tatoes with you?
Right, I believe when we first began adventuring with this adventuring guild, it was written down as Tato Insurance.
Tato insurance.
Good
Does
one.
this insurance also cover potential deaths? Since you said to your knowledge that you
I
weren't
believe-
aware?
I believe it is a full coverage program, yes.
Mm. Can you roll me a deception?
I can.
I don't believe you do have coverage.
25.
That should be a thing,
25.
though.
Oh,
Well, actually, I
That
think
should
he
be
does
a
have
chart.
insurance.
he does now. Okay.
Guild
Mhm.
Hall PPO, actually.
Yeah, isn't that part of the when people sign out to get quests from the Adventurers Guild? It's like a little fine print. It's like
really
gratuity.
small print.
It's Tato gratuity.
No, but if you have something, it wouldn't be through us. I have all of our notes and all of our guides memorized top to bottom.
Wow,
I
that's a
would
really
know.
good memory.
Okay. What about any of your previous assigned tasks?
Well, since you have such a great memory, you could help us out, right?
Listen, we've done a lot of quests. We've been like kidnapped and attacked and
Have you ever been to the
Teleport.
fourth?
lost.
Have you ever been to the fourth dimension?
Yeah.
I can't say that I have.
Go
been-
through that
you ever-
door, and you will.
Oh.
Have you ever been to the afterlife where you were stuck in a game show reliving your worst memories in your entire life?
Look, sir, what you do on your time off is your own business. It is not mine. I'm here to track what happens.
All
during
right,
your
let me just
assigned
clear this
quests.
up. Our point is that we've been through a lot. We've been in places where time is weird. It could have been a year since we even did the airship mission. We just don't know because we've been through so many different things, and we're just asking for your help.
Hmm,
Is that not what you're here for?
I'm here
We all-
to document things.
Well, what about
Are we in the wrong
beach
line?
trip. What about the beach? I don't think we, right? We
Beach.
didn't come back for that.
Yes, it does look like you were assigned a beach trip.
Yeah, we didn't
As
claim
well
that one.
as the Sea of Glass, the lightning area. You were supposed to
Yes.
go and help
Yep.
people there.
Yeah, there was a
There's
giant
also-
worm.
There was the zoo.
Mhm.
There was the zoo.
Yep, totally. We were little sheriff deputies. Yeah, very
Uh-huh.
official.
Were there any deaths that you were aware of in any of those? Or any that you weren't aware of?
Hmm.
There was a guy who died, right? But he was definitely like evil.
He
Wait, who?
shot us and infected everyone.
So that we want
yeah.
to stop it.
But that's too much information.
He had a
Did
very
you
strong
get
Canadian
this man's
accent.
name to confirm that he was in fact, and I quote, evil?
It's not like they come reporting themselves, be like,
I
"Hey,
mean, yes.
I'm evil."
Here's the thing: they did have an entire like villain monologue, but it's been months, and I've completely forgotten what they said in that monologue. It was very impressive, but I don't remember them actually mentioning their name during that monologue.
No, he shot us with arrows.
Mm.
Oh wait, there was also that maze, that weird maze that we.
Yes, where
What-
we were being chased by that giant creature
Yeah, yeah.
in the cooking competition.
Yeah, wasn't that part of the cooking competition?
I missed those
Oh,
two.
it was. Yeah.
I missed them.
Yeah, we should go say hi.
Yeah.
Someone
They're at
did
the-
die during the cooking competition. Somebody did fall into an active volcano.
Did you all have any participation in this said death and or a notable lack of aid in preventing said death?
Tato liability insurance.
Does that also cover death in general?
It covers accidents resulting from the negligence of the Tatoes. Look, their morals are really different from ours, okay? Like they're they're from a
have
completely different
morals.
realm. Like who knows? Who knows what they actually like believe in and whose side they're on? Like they've helped many of times.
But they've also fireballed us like a lot.
Yeah.
Right. Me
Yeah.
specifically.
Yeah, you see that scratch mark? It's from that.
You see all these scars on my face? No, these aren't
Yeah.
from missions. This is just all from fireballs.
Oh,
My-
so
my
you
fur
don't
doesn't
have
grow
any
back here
notable
anymore.
injuries from missions, more so just potatoes?
I would like to report at least 97 workplace injuries, yes.
Do you have all those documented? We do not accept them unless you have documented health instances where you sought aid and had to pay for it or have coverage covered.
I don't remember that being a part of our introduction to the
Do you
guild,
have any?
though.
Yeah.
Is
Do you
this
have
a
any
new
like form?
thing?
Yeah.
Do you have any
well, I
form for me to fill out? I've never gotten a form for this before.
I've been
Yeah.
here for a long time, and I've never been berated in such a way. Usually, the guild members are treated with respect because we are doing a service for the community.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing you here when I first started. Who's in charge of you?
I'm surprised
like to
that you
speak to
could
the
see
manager.
anybody that's here at the desk, ma'am. She
Wow.
looks down at how short
Wow.
you are.
Wow. Okay.
How do we click
I
out?
see how it is.
Okay, I
would
can
like
just
to
reach.
speak
I'll
to
just
the
pick
manager.
you up. I'll just pick you up and plop you down on the desk.
On top
Then
of
you're
it.
taller.
like-
Yeah, then you're taller.
Who's in charge?
I am.
That you are at the very top of the hierarchy of this guild, is what you're telling me right now?
I am who you're talking to, who's in charge of this conversation, ma'am.
That's not what
What's
I
your
asked,
name? You
ma'am.
told us your name.
You don't need to know my name.
Well, then you don't. What?
Unless you all have something notable to note for your quests beyond potential deaths that are apparently covered by a unknown insurance, and a lot of complaints, mind you, I am still writing them down, then, you don't need to know my name.
I want to know her name. Does she not have a name tag?
You know, I actually think it's really funny. I didn't write this down, but she definitely has a name
Yeah.
tag, 'cause that's hilarious.
Because she is like the front desk worker. Like
yeah,
she would
like,
for sure.
I feel like there'd be a name
Uh,
She would for sure have
Her
one.
name is Tara Tyndall.
Does that name ring a bell anywhere?
You look like a Tara.
What does that mean? So it probably is more so just someone that you've heard. You would recognize her name from the little board that says Best Employee Award for the month. Her name is always the one at the top.
She's in charge of it.
Probably.
She might be.
Yeah.
In charge of it.
It is nepotism.
Yeah.
I like this is happening at the same like receptionist desk because I imagine it's pretty bigger. There's just like further away this tiefling guy who's hiding behind a stack of papers, like this big stack of papers at this point, like looking over.
The
This is, like,
saucy guy.
yeah, he's just like trying to like go back, like no.
Tara.
So
This
you're
is
not gonna
just
tell me
rude.
like who hired you? Like you're just in charge of everything here?
I am in charge of taking the front desk information and filtering it to importance. Unfortunately, your complaints about it being difficult to do your job is not that
What
important.
complaints? Can I like grab the paper and like pretend to read it? I'm curious as to what complaints we've
The
had.
paper that she's been typing on?
Yes.
Yeah, that would be performance, I think.
Oh, to pretend to read it?
Yeah.
Yeah, to see if you can. Oh,
Do I have
there's
anything?
also a Tato Chaos magic that was done that I want to
Ooh,
say. It,
yes.
all Tatos, your little leaves on top of your heads turned into a little carnivorous, like, piranha plant type thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
fun.
Yeah. So have fun with that.
I got a 4.
Oh,
Oh.
you guys are having great, like...
Can I also look at it since I'm at like Ellie's height?
Yeah, since she has you.
Okay.
Ellie, you are holding the paper upside down, and it is thin enough to where she can tell. And Twinkle, you notice that it's upside down, so you can do with that what you will, or you could try to read it upside down.
Look at this.
Oh,
Blasphemy.
it killed her.
yeah, she's...
Oh no, she's still here for me.
Oh.
Oh, on our side, she got zapped.
Oh, yeah, she got struck down.
Oh.
It was the receptionist lady.
Yeah, the reception was like... oh, there you go. No, she's there.
Tara.
You just killed me.
Do you need a refresh? Cause
Nope,
Oh,
she's
there
back.
you
No,
are.
no, no, I got
Okay.
it. Do I need to roll something to read the paper?
So are you gonna try to read it upside down? I didn't catch that part.
I'll just take it and turn it.
Okay,
then
then
read it.
reading it is easy because it's in common, and some of it is just kind of, it's actually really well organized, and it's even tabbed in, and then there's like little brackets and stuff for like bullet points, and there's a whole section that literally just reads the various complaints of this group, and it's this is really hard. We fell a lot. It was really scary. We lost a lot of people. We were
fell a
finding
lot?
people. It's a lot to keep up with. Like all of the things that you guys were saying is just like
Oh.
in brackets.
While they're reading the little piece of paper, Toby's gonna lean and go, "Look, Tara, you look like a very hard worker, and there's a lot of people here. If you could give us a hand, we'll get out of your hair as soon as possible."
I'm just gonna just crumple it up and throw it away. True.
Tatoe also used illusion to make the letter not be seen after it was taken.
Ooh, so then she can't even see the letter anymore
Yep.
that she was typing.
As a Tatoe also on Twinkle's shoulder was like, "Psst, we're in the mail room," and then just like rolled off, like no other explanation, just like, "Hey, we're in the mail room," and just like.
I love that.
That's cute.
So can you just give us a little bit of a hand here and just, like, let us just settle out and we'll be out of your hair for good.
Yes. Well, I have to continue typing up my papers, seeing as you took them, and I don't see them anymore. But, do you all have anything that is important that you need to note for the safety of the overall guild and capital? Is there anything out of the ordinary or anything of the like that is important for us to know?
Yeah. You being so rude to us.
Ellie,
I mean it.
I will take note
Look at this
of
line
your
behind
concern.
us.
Ellie, just... I honestly cannot tell you what happened at the guild, particularly. If that was within the city that we went to afterwards, it was attacked while we were there.
Attacked? Please tell me more.
There was a very large... things were getting stuck in amber, and I think the prince went missing or
Oh my God,
died.
the thing was huge.
Also, this is the princess of the Samorans.
Oh, I
that
didn't want to
we'll
play
talk about.
that card. You should just use it against me.
Oh.
Also, we got the prince back.
Oh, we did get the prince
He's
back.
not missing anymore.
No.
Are you talking about the quest in Deandra?
Yes.
Bug City? Oh, okay.
Was that a different city with
Bug
not the guild?
City? What are we?
So, I believe, if I remember correctly, that was not a sanctioned quest by the guild. It was actually something that we were putting on hold until we had more information. Are you saying that you managed to get word by someone about said quest and then proceeded to...
Are you saying that you're a speciesist and that my people aren't worth your time?
Ma'am, I do not choose what quests are available to people. I just handle the intake.
File that one in the complaints.
Yeah.
The guild is racist.
Okay, adding that to a complaint to tell the guild. This group believes the guild is racist. Sure, that will go over well. Okay. Is there anything else that you would like to add to that statement?
I'm
Well,
leaving. After she said my people were put
All
on
I'll
hold,
say
I'm
about
gone.
all I'll say about that quest is we were under the impression that it was sanctioned by the guild. You might
Okay.
have been foiled.
That
in
is
some
good
way
to
or
know.
another.
That will help your case and avoid any fines.
Do we have the letter?
Oh, which
Mo
letter?
probably has.
I
The
feel like
letter
Mo would
that
have had
brought
it.
us to my city.
Ooh.
For convenience, you guys can say
yeah,
that you
use
have it.
that, yeah.
Okay.
Just to avoid any confusion so you can
Yeah.
make decisions.
There you go. We have the letter if you guys want to prove it. But I'm walking away to Slurpin' Sam, and I'm gonna take one of his drinks, cause
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm gonna slurp.
Are you slurping? You slurping over? I can respect that.
Every time Slurpin' Sam's gonna come up, I'm just gonna play this.
The ambiance comes back.
Yeah.
So I guess we're walking away, but at this point, I think before Twinkle leaves, she goes up and she's like, "All right, one more thing to write on the complaints," and she's just gonna like rattle off like nothing important really, but she's doing this like she's pointing at the paper and like yelling, and she's gonna try to. This seems like the type of person that likes really nice, fancy pens. And she's gonna look on her desk while she's like doing this and snag the nicest looking pen.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay. Roll
Blasphemy.
sleight of hand then if you're trying to just be like.
Yeah.
It's
Doing
also
a-
funny because you're really short
direction.
compared to this desk, so
Yeah.
you're like having to jump up or do some
Well,
kind of elaborate
I
something.
think Ellie at one point put me on the table.
Yeah, like just
Oh,
on it.
That's really cute.
Yeah.
Like when you
Yeah.
put your kid up somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a 13.
Okay, with a 13, I'm gonna roll to see how well she notices.
Oh yeah, like her perception.
She does not notice
No.
anything. You managed to take one of her really nice pens.
Wait. Should I roll to see if the other receptionist notice?
Yes.
Oh, that's funny.
But at disadvantage because they're behind a stack of papers. They're like buried. Oh, that was already not great. And that was extra bad. Hey, that was what I got.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Neither of them notice.
Perfect. And then so like kind of she's like rattling off all of these stupid complaints like, and the floorboards are really creaky and the beds are uncomfortable and there's not enough communication with upper management. And then once she gets the pen and she's like, and that's all. Thank you for your time. She's just gonna jump off the table.
And then, Toby, are you staying at all since Ellie stormed off? Twinkle stole a pen
Yeah.
and then left, and then now you're just like standing there, and the lady's just like, "Do you have anything else that you need to say and or turn in? Any quest-related items of significance or any other findings or complaints?"
So when do we get paid?
Well, given everything that you all have done, minus a couple of deductions due to unfortunate circumstances, but minding the fact that you have insurance, and then plus an extra bonus for the fact that you did do dangerous quests, we are mindful of that. We are. Given all of that, I would also like to remind you that the quest has eyes and ears everywhere, so if after you are paid we find out that anything was withheld, then, there might be consequences.
You're just like the IRS. You know exactly what's been going on, and you know how much we owe, but you just won't tell us, and you just want us to guess.
It's not my job to make the system, it's just my job to work in the system. If you have an issue with it, add it to the complaints section. Okay, given all of these things, you each will be rewarded with 30 gold apiece, including your party member that is not currently here, and I will be supplying that to you. And if it is not given to them, that is for your party to sort, and we are not to be held liable. Can I have you sign a couple of papers?
How many? How many quests is that?
You went on 4 sanctioned quests. It appears that you went on quite a few unsanctioned quests since the last time that we paid you. You were, in fact,
Right.
paid for the cooking time that you mentioned, but a lot of your quests, it appears, were unsanctioned, which you are allowed to do with your own time, so long as they are not quests that are currently being processed. But yes. So you will all get 30 gold each.
Oh, and out of game too. No, 30 gold each is a lot of money in this world and system is gold. That's like
We do money
$3,000 each, essentially, is
Yeah.
what that is. So,
Yeah, and we price stuff in accordance to what makes sense in like our area or whatever would price things. So we were like, oh, like a simple item or something would probably be like, oh, this is going to be $10 or this is going to be 50. And so then we math it out in the way of thinking of each gold is $100. So
Yeah,
getting
if you're given like
30
one gold piece, that's like someone handing you a $100 bill.
yeah,
Like, essentially, and
it's really good. So yeah,
We've been away for months.
you had a lot of deductions.
I feel like you're the receptionist from Monsters Inc.
I actually was going for that, so I'm so happy you said that.
Mike Wazowski.
Yeah, I just didn't want to go that extreme with the voice because I knew that I would be talking a lot, and I was like, I will physically die if I have to be like, yes, Mike. No. So I was like, I'm just gonna do it
Is there-
subtle.
Is there like an appeals document that we can sign for the damages? Because it's not like our fault that those things happened.
Oh yes, and there are.
We have
and
witnesses.
She stacks this huge stack of papers. If you go through this and you file all the paperwork here, and then you also pulls another huge stack of paper and puts it on top. After that process is complete and you make it to the appeals round, you're gonna need to move on to these papers and file them all. Make sure that you file all of these within 7 or so days, as there will be a disruption in the system and you might end up getting it sent back for processing and you'd have to refile. So make sure that's all done within about 7 days.
Can I file for an extension in advance?
Yeah, the papers here are for filing for an extension.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Tara. You've been very helpful. I'm gonna take these stacks of papers now and go over by Slurp and Sam.
Okay, you do that. Have a great day, sir, and thank you for your service and your time and your effort and all of your complaints.
Oh, Ash, Tara needs to roll perception
Ooh,
because of
okay.
what Tato's doing.
My throat.
Gotta be to
What
16.
is Potato doing?
Oh.
Wow, what is with me and rolling?
Just so you know that
threes?
Tara doesn't notice that Tato use shape elements to combine their shoelaces together into one lace.
I like it.
So,
I like
so they
it.
are not aware.
So after like very irritatingly dealing with you guys, Tara gets up and you start walking away and you just hear her just go and fall over.
I'm gonna let out a big laugh.
When this happens, can I like sneak over and what's it called? Do my Bloomcraft a little just like thorn in her chair?
Oh my god.
Just roll stealth.
This is why she's cranky.
Yeah.
She
Twinkle
deserves
and I
it.
were plotting this while we were away.
Hold on. What's it?
We play our pranks on people that deserve it.
Yeah.
That's a
Honestly-
19.
Oh,
Does she
I think
really deserve
19.
it, though? Like she's
I mean,
just
she's
doing,
just doing her job, but
Yeah.
she could do it a little better. She could have a little.
She was mean.
Yeah.
She's doing her job, but she could be nicer about it.
Wow, are you guys all saying that she's got to handle customer service with more of like a smile and a friendly air?
Yes.
Oof.
Less
Are you making us the
capitalistic.
problematic ones?
Listen, only be mean to customers if they're mean to you first.
That's, yeah, there we go. That's how it works. But you definitely are able to grow the thorn. Like you, I imagine you jump, you kind of, because it's on the table that you have to like vault over, you do this like kind of acrobatic thing, slide across the desk and go like, and then just like roll off like backwards somersault like off of it.
Oh,
Perfect.
Rising, Tatoes can most definitely have an audible laugh. I imagine Tatoes laughing be very squeaky and cute.
Oh, when you do that, Twinkle, that same Tato also that earlier told you about the mailroom, one just like whispers like, "There's a letter out for your arrest," and then like runs away again.
What?
So earlier it was like,
She's
Come back! She's gonna chase after the Tato.
so whoever's Tato that was that said that, you're now being chased by Twinkle.
Yep. It just came
Ellie.
before mailroom
Yeah.
letter.
Hey Ellie, have you seen Mo anywhere?
I think Mo needed to get some parts to make a new amber wing.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Why?
Wait, who has a bag?
I had a
Mo.
bag.
Mo does.
Slurping
Oh, Mo
Sam
has the
just
bag.
coming in.
Yeah.
They all said they're going to Slurping,
Oh,
so he's there.
oh, I think a Tato is actively trying to get Twinkle's attention.
Oh, with a letter in the
Yeah.
hand.
I love David's silly
I'm just gonna take Slurpin' Sam's flask and pour me another drink.
Hey, make sure you're slurping that. Yep, okay, yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna start on this paperwork, and then once Mo comes in, I'm sure that they'll be able to get the paperwork done much quicker.
Oh yeah, a lot of arms.
Do you want help with that?
Or I mean, I got some arms. I got 4 arms. Do you need? I can maybe
I mean,
tell me where
yeah,
to
but
sign.
it's not about signing. We actually have to like write in like the appeal section, and like once we get in like the 4096 form, then it needs to go in through the 5420. And then the 5420 then needs to be submitted and then approved, and we send it over to an opposing guild, who then has
There's
to.
another guild.
Yeah, it's like apparently in here it's just like a fairness system, so that like opposing guilds need to be able to see the appeal in order to approve it. It's really complicated.
Yeah, it does. You know, this is where the Samoans kind of have the upper hand. We just settle things by pheromones. Like,
Hmm.
you don't even need to speak. You just let it out.
I'm just gonna keep signing.
Yeah.
I'm still chasing the other Tato, but do I see the one that's trying to get my attention with the letter?
I would think so, because it's actively trying to get your attention and like holding a letter, and so it's just like. Wait.
Also, you can roll for trying to chase after the Tato that's running away from you. I believe they got a 16. So.
Oh, okay. What would I roll?
Athletics.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't have great athletics.
I really
That
like Slurping.
is...
Thank you.
That's an 11.
Oh, they're too quick for you, and too nimble. Like they're so small.
How do you have smaller legs than me? And you're still faster.
They
Okay.
roll.
They roll, and then sometimes they'll just do like little quick teleports, like further
Oh,
away.
yeah.
Like,
The hacks.
But I'll see the Tato with the letter, and then I'll run up to it and be like, "Can I have that, please?" But in Tatonese.
yeah. I'd make sure the pro does it. Oh yeah. That's just Sam.
Slurpin' Sam.
Slurping Sam.
Gotta love him.
I don't even have a physical description for him. He's just Slurping Sam.
He's just Slurping Sam.
Yep.
There's no more needed.
Yeah, we'll figure it out later.
I kind
So
of picture a hipster.
I can see
Like,
it.
whatever this world's version of a hipster is.
I can see a hipster. With that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The Tato
is it
gives
the
it to you.
actual letter? I haven't been keeping up with the amazing
I think they
things that
got
have been
it.
happening. I think it might be.
Yeah, I think they.
Oh, you guys are so good.
Yeah.
So.
The Potatoes are doing a
you
heist.
were able to
during the
get
time.
the letter, and it is in fact a letter that is mentioning how there was a return of the princess, and how there has been rumors that have been spreading around Theandra that somebody who has visited recently, potentially named Rachel, was the reason why she went missing in the first place, and that they are wanting her sent there immediately, to basically pay for your
Like face
crimes.
justice?
Yeah.
What's it say?
It's hard to make out what you're saying. You're muted.
Yeah.
For some reason.
So, well, your hometown kind of has basically a warrant for my arrest, but they
Oh.
think my name's Rachel, which also I think means that Chris thinks I'm Rachel and that I stole you, which is like mostly true.
It's true.
but I don't go by. I'm saying this quietly enough that people couldn't necessarily be listening in.
What about Slurp and Sam?
Slurping Sam.
they were all
hears
near
everything.
Slurping Sam.
Slurping too loud. He's slurping
Yeah.
too loud.
He's actually
Thank
covering up the volume for you guys, so no one else can hear you nearby.
So, so I think your brother knows that I stole you, but he just thinks my name is Rachel.
Oh. Well, can we write him a letter? And then maybe maybe we can write our own letter for the guild saying that you're pardoned.
I think that could potentially sow the seeds of civil unrest between the countries.
Okay. So what if we just send a letter to Chris saying it was all just a misunderstanding? But it wasn't.
I feel like, I mean,
You
it
did
was
steal
just
me.
I did. It was just an accident.
Was it?
Well, it was an accident that you were. It was an important egg.
Did we ever get to the bottom? Do we ever resolve this? Do we need to have a sit-down conversation
Never
about?
had the time.
We've been through a lot.
Yeah, but I mean,
Right.
I don't know.
So, Ellie, how do you feel about all of this?
Mixed feelings. It's been a lot.
Twinkle,
know.
how do you feel about all of this?
Oh, it's really made me rethink a lot of the decisions I've made in my life.
Yeah, who other babies have you stolen?
I don't think I've stolen any other babies, but I guess I don't know.
What about the pigeons? In the Feywild.
You're not here. Your
Look at Sam, were you there
consciousness.
too?
Well, I mean, regardless, you've saved my life a lot. And
No, had
I've-
I known, I wouldn't have done that.
yeah, I've developed like these like closeness with you all, and like I can't just let that go. It's very complicated.
Yeah.
I feel like it's when you lost your blanket, Toby. You gotta relearn who you are.
Right. I lost my entire identity that day.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it kind of reminds me of the story that I read once, the Princess Diaries. You know, like you grew up
Princess Diaries in her
in
world.
squalor.
Never read that one.
It's a really good one. You should.
What's that one about?
Yeah, it's it's this average girl who finds out that she's a princess of a country, and it's weird and scary, but she comes into it, and the way that she was raised made her who she was and made her uniquely suited to take on the role in a way that had never been done before.
Oh,
Just
are they
reminds
making
me
that
of-
into a movie?
Yeah, a movie. Yeah,
Yeah.
they did. It was pretty good. Mhm.
It's one of those like moving picture things.
Yeah. I think Mo actually took part in developing it.
Oh. Did she just wait? Did she write it about me?
No, I don't
Oh.
think so. No, it's an older movie now.
Oh my god, is she psychic? Does she know?
No. Maybe.
That's amazing.
Wait, did you tell Mo about this?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Yeah, because of the dream thing. Day.
Right.
Oh, the game shows.
Oh, well, and we talked to Mo about it later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, that's all of that. My point being, not to diminish what I did, but I think that I like who you are right now, and I don't know if you would have been different
Yeah.
if things had been different.
I'd probably be like Chris, who he's a nice guy. Chris is a very wonderful guy, and I'm still figuring him out and learning him, but I think I'm more capable than he is in some aspects. Maybe even smarter.
So maybe
You
like
definitely have street smarts.
Yeah.
maybe we could like write him and say that like, hey, like we're looking into this. In the meantime, could we just pardon this individual until we could come up with a date for a fair trial?
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, listen, I'm okay with facing the actions for my consequences.
But you don't die. Like, what if you're in there forever?
I don't know that would be forever, but maybe we can change what happens if we talk to Chris directly. Give a little more context.
Yeah, let's find this amber thing.
I mean, we did save him too, you know?
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, if we find this amber thing, then we can be like, hey, look what we did. Look what Twinkle did.
yeah, maybe it's like a take a princess, leave a prince kind of deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like an exchange.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, we could try to frame it like that, but you know, I've stolen a lot of things and I've gotten away with it, and I think this is one thing I would be fair if I didn't get away with it.
Mm-hmm.
I changed someone's whole life and a whole
did.
kingdom and city and family.
Well, I don't know about Kingdom. They still have Chris.
Oh yeah, but
And
they
he
could
is
have
the
had you
older.
and Chris.
Yeah, but he's the older sibling. Like, he's ruling, regardless.
I suppose.
Hey, this form is asking me, how much did each of you make last year?
This really is
track.
Money?
I don't know why they need like our general income for the appeals process, but
We've only been here a year.
Well, Twinkle's been
Right?
here. But
Oh,
we haven't
God.
even been here for we haven't even been here for a year.
We made no money.
Is this
Um,
the first amount of money that you guys have made from the guild? The 30
No,
gold?
apparently we got paid before, but like this is a new thing too. Also, this was all within this year. It's not like we've been doing this for forever.
Yeah, so Twinkle, how much money did you make without stealing?
It's very blurred. I'm really bad at bookkeeping. I just, I have the things and I get the things, and that's all I know.
You should get her name for your book.
Oh yeah. We could get her
I'm just gonna write down 10 gold for last year for you.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, we'll go with that.
All right. I think I'm almost done with the appeals process.
Wow, you write really fast.
I kind of just skimmed. I'm gonna have Mo look at it later.
Yeah. that's
Yeah.
similar, Yeah.
I think this is really up Mo's alley more than any of us. But to segue a little bit, have you guys noticed that there's not as many people here as there usually is?
Yeah, no, you're right.
I mean, when I first came to the guild, it was packed. There were adventurers everywhere. Now it's like kind of quiet.
Do you,
Like,
do you think
it's-
it's because of... And I'm just gonna like kind of dart my eyes over to Slurp and Sam.
what?
I mean, you never really bothered people before.
I
Hey,
what brings
Sam.
people in here?
Have you noticed that it's quieter than it used to be? You've been here almost as long as I have.
Yeah, it's been getting quiet in here for a while. My slurping echoes further into the halls than usual.
Do you know what's up? You're here a lot. Do you happen to hear in on the conversations and goings on?
Oh, yep. I hear everything they say in here. For some reason, people are really comfortable talking around old Slurping Sam. Isn't that true, baby snatcher?
Can you keep that to yourself?
Yeah. Yeah, don't worry, I'm also really good at keeping secrets. But anyway, so do you know everything other people were saying?
Yeah, that would be great, actually.
So from what I keep hearing, it sounds like adventurers just keep going missing, and the guild is trying to figure out why, but they don't know, not even in the tops. It's a higher level adventurers too. Hey, there's the higher... Get out of here, receptionist.
You're slowly moving that to being something other than a drink. You went to like that. It was just slowly. Every time you were getting closer and closer to just be like.
Yeah, I'll hold this.
Thank you. I wrote on here we're family friendly, and then this whole time you'd be like. Oh my
It depends on your family values perspective. Like,
okay, continue,
been-
Slurp and
Has it
Sam.
been legalized in Creuss yet?
yeah,
I liked Sarah said it hasn't been a drink for a while now. Yeah, he just somehow went to like smoking Sam.
it's because someone said like pinkies up.
Yeah, but
So-
why does that pinkies up
Well,
turn
because
into
it was at first like, hey, he's doing a lot. It's hard work. Like,
You need to hold it like it's like a flagon with a handle. So
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, you could still put
Yeah.
your pinky out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
There you go.
There we go. Okay.
Everyone telling Slippery Sam how to slip.
Well, when Slurp and Sam start slipping into smoking Sam.
That's his brother.
Oh my god.
Now I
that
need a
was-
flagon.
Smoking Seth.
Smoking
Slip
Sam. Oh,
About Sam, about how long ago do you think that adventurers started going missing?
Oh, I mean, it's been like months now, at least.
Oh.
Months like around the time that we left for our last quest months?
See, you guys left. Yeah, probably. Like, around, I think it was actually even starting a tiny bit before you left.
Have any like higher ups in the guild also gone missing, or is it just general adventurers?
Well, it's adventurers, but it doesn't seem to be like administrative, you know, like reception over there, kind of, but just in general, like high level adventurers.
Has
Yeah.
it was where's those oh man, do you remember those snotty people from when we went back to the underground? Those adventure guilds that were there trying to help. Are they still here? I forget their names. I think they were elves.
one of them.
You mean the
was-
ones from like our first quest?
Yeah.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
from way back.
Wait.
Yeah, way back.
Might have
Aaron
the
and
names
Benny.
in my book.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aaron and Benny. Are they still around? I think they actually might have mentioned something similar. I overheard them gossiping about people going missing.
I haven't seen them around here in a while, but I don't know if they're just on a longer mission or not.
Maybe we should do some investigating around the guild.
Yeah, what's
You're
our plan?
You're gonna help
Oh.
us, Sam.
As long as Sam stays slurping, not smoking.
Yeah, that's Seth. Seth is smoking Seth.
Yeah.
Have you seen the guild master around anywhere? Have they been in and out?
The guildmaster I see from time to time, at least, but I see more of the second sword normally. Like they're a bit more active.
Are they in right now?
I think so. Wait, yeah, they came by earlier, and I tried to give them some, but they didn't want to slurp, so I guess they were too busy.
Oh, too busy to slurp.
That was
What a way to
about
live, huh?
10 of these ago, I think. It's just like random, like the flagons that are just like around. That's how he
Yeah.
counts time.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Uh,
They're like a little
which way
clock.
where did they go?
I think they went back further into the guild, more towards the head office, I think.
Is there like something preventing us from going into that hallway, or?
No, you can just walk right in there.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it's like an open door policy here.
Yeah, Yeah. Oh, we should go talk to the second sword. Then thanks, Sam. You've been more helpful than the receptionist,
Also,
actually.
Is there anything that I can do to make sure if anybody goes asking about my potential stealing of babies, can you not? Can I? How can I ensure that you won't talk to someone?
Well, I mean, I already told you I'm really gonna keep a secret, so I just won't tell anybody.
All right. I'm gonna slide Sam a gold piece. Just for extra incentive.
Oh, thank you. This will be great. I wonder what I'm gonna spend this on.
All the different discarded pints around it.
Could be anything.
Could be anything. Maybe I'll go hang out with Seth.
Slurping.
There you go.
Before you guys scoot on out, the receptionist kind of stumbles towards you, seeming like she's still trying to sort herself out after a bunch of kerfuffle and went on, official word. And she goes up to all of you and she's like, before you all leave to wherever you are going next, I wanted to let you know that I did go ahead and find you your next quest that you may start hopefully soon. I think it's needed tomorrow morning. But you mentioned a lot of complaints, a lot of which had to do with falling out of the sky, worrying about one's safety, getting confused. And so I made sure to get you a quest that was easy as far as low risk, no chance of falling out of the sky or anything. I like to be of service to the best of my ability.
Can I have that in writing? Can you just that you said that there's little to no risk of this quest due to previous complaints of danger from the previous quests?
I unfortunately cannot supply that in writing, as it is something that I can't guarantee. As an adventurer, you must know that every quest and every adventure has a certain level of risk, but some are more obvious than others.
Right.
Maybe you should have like a danger rating system.
You should try going to a beach. I hear those are safe. There's a cat butt.
Funny
It's
coming
funny
from the
'cause she's a
tabaxi. Yeah.
tabaxi.
Yeah.
She points to her own tush. It has a thorn in it. No.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for the quest. We'll be sure to look at it when we have the next available time.
It is also high paying if you look at it, so you're welcome. I hope you put in a good word that I've assisted you today, helpfully.
Do you get a commission off of this?
I cannot share, nor
Oh
deny
God!
or confirm. As
The other
is
receptionist
rules.
further away, like.
So is it in your best interest to help us so that we're able to like finalize all the documentation so that we can get more quests, complete them, and you'll get the commission?
I cannot confirm nor deny.
Okay, we know now. We know moving forward.
I have
We
been
cannot
assigned
confirm-
to you all specifically to be your aid anytime you are dealing with the Adventurers Guild.
Do you like being our aid?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
All right, let's just go. Thank you very much for the quest.
Tara.
Oh, and she just looks down at her name tag. Yeah. Have a pleasant day. I hope you enjoy your quest and that no danger nor any incidences, and she looks at the Tatoes that are kind of around you all. Incidences Oh, And then her
A
Tato
mage
just
handed.
takes her glasses off, and she starts stumbling around because apparently she really used those, and she is very blind without them. And she's now going to be trying to chase after the Tato.
With chasing, there was another Tato that also is trying to egg on Twinkle to chase them. The one that like Twinkle wasn't able to catch earlier. It's like, come on, get me.
Is a Tato technically a humanoid?
I think it's a fae. That's what it is.
Oh, yeah, okay. Toby is gonna really quickly just try to misstep in front of the Tato and yank the glasses out of their grasp.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay, competing
Ooh.
checks. So J-Rain roll a d20 and Toby roll a d20, and then just have it be. Oh, J-Rain wants to break the
You gotta see who's
glasses.
faster,
So yeah,
though.
you gotta
You
see
gotta-
who's
yeah.
faster.
Yep.
Can I use my inspiration for this?
Yeah.
Yeah, technically, you had it. You
It's
had
also
two,
it's also the one that J-Ring gave you.
which is hilarious.
All right. I got a 12. I want to see what J Rain. What did you get?
Yeah, roll
Oh,
your
and
D20.
Jadam, you have to roll outside of the little redeem thing because
Yeah.
it doesn't register when it's in the redeem anymore. 13.
Oh, did you say you and Toby you got a 12?
Yeah.
Oh. You're not fast enough.
So that means J-Rain has enough time to just break them.
Yeah.
Ooh, there we
Does-
go, Jadam.
Does Toby still get the broken glasses?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that
We'll
was
say
such
that
a
time.
close roll.
Yeah, the time that they took to break them was enough time for you to grab them.
Hey, do either of you two? No, I'm sorry, not Ellie. Twinkle, do you know mending?
I do.
Oh,
I
yeah,
do know
no, not
mending.
me.
Okay, yeah. Can you just quickly
But
for look to get into her good graces? You know, like maybe she's just having a rough day and she'll appreciate it.
I don't know.
I'm blind, not deaf. What's happening? And she's
Fine.
like feeling on the ground.
Like Velma.
she'll mend it, but like not perfectly. So they're like a little bit crooked.
Ooh.
Twinkle.
Fine. She'll mend it all the way.
Thank
Oh,
you.
Oh, thank you. Oh,
I
thank
hope
you.
remember that.
Yeah.
I'm glad
Twinkle,
that
what's
I actually gave you a good quest for your next one that should be well paid.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
All right. Well, thanks.
You might want to consider getting contacts. I think the Tatoes are after you now.
Yeah, the now the glasses are getting bent in like a different direction using the. Yep.
Okay, well, I'll consider these contacts. Have a
Good.
great day.
All
Yep.
right.
Bye.
Bye.
So who's the second sword?
Yeah.
From being around the guild, for especially Twinkle probably would know from being the longest. The second sword or the second in command of the guild is a Bramble Iron Bell, and they are actually a kindling as well, but they are a more stocky, a little bit like bigger, rough and tough kindling that have like little spiky thorns around them
Cute.
and stuff. But that is them.
Yeah, let's go see Bramble. I haven't
We're-
talked to him in a while.
We're
I'm
just gonna
curious
go
though,
up and
what's
just
our
like-
quest?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. What does it say?
So the quest is a high paying, though it says high paying, it does not list the exact amount. It just says high
Is
paying.
this like competitive salary
Yeah.
that they say? on jobs?
And it says that it is to guard a noble that is currently in the city while they make some political and humanitarian runs around the city in an effort to raise both support and finances for a project that they have going on. Any additional info is given based on that individual that you will be guarding. The nobles say so as to whether or not they wish to share it with you. And so if you have any further details, you have to speak with them. And it says that you will be meeting them out front in front of the guild tomorrow morning. And it is currently like in the later afternoon in time to just give you perspective. And that they will be wearing a red scarf, and they will be they will be notified of meeting you, and so they'll be looking for you.
Okay.
That sounds
should go
pretty chill,
shopping.
honestly. I
Yeah.
could go for an easy quest.
Same. As long as they're nice and aren't
Mhm.
causing harm. Maybe we can go shopping while we're out.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
A shopping day. That could be fun.
Bramble?
Ooh, you knock on the door, and when you do, the door opens just a little bit, and it kind of just creaks open, and you see Bramble, which you all would probably recognize. He is actually a kindling as well. He is a sturdy-looking kindling with thorns around his shoulders and knuckles, so he's like a very hardy kind of, if you could think of like a dwarf mixed with a kindling. But he seems to be in a little bit of an argument with somebody else that you may have seen around the guild, but you have not spoken to. And they are on the shorter side, and they seem to be kind of pouting, and it is a woman. I'm cracking up because sometimes David and I go back and forth on our notes as far as like how we handle note writing for sessions, and David shortened my character description to just a humanoid for this person. And so I'm cracking up internally because I'm like, I wrote what they looked like, and now all I have is shortened to
Thought I grabbed
a
everything.
humanoid. No, for some reason it just
Oh.
went.
I mean, that's descriptive.
Maybe I messed that up. I don't know. Notes are hard, you guys. So I will say she's a human. She appears to be a human that is on the shorter side. Yeah.
Do I recognize her?
Actually, you probably would. You would be the only one. So she is the guild's political advisor. And the reason why you would recognize her is because she was most likely there when there was the discussion on what to do with you and whether or not the Andra should be alerted. And she was part of the decision making of like, maybe we won't just give Twinkle to them and then like report this, and we could just not. But nobody else would, as far as I'm aware, have any reason to have met her. But her name is Jessie. Also, I apologize. I think it was autocorrect on there, and it wasn't you.
Oh,
So,
man.
what do you know?
Things happen.
Have they noticed us yet? I feel like if I see her and them arguing, I would kind of like have us hang back a bit so we could listen.
Ooh, do you want to stealth eavesdrop?
Yeah.
Okay, who's on board with stealth eavesdropping?
Yes. Including the Tatoes. I mean, you guys.
I mean, it's not intentional eavesdropping. We just happen to be there.
But when you pause at a door, when you notice there's a conversation happening and you go, then it's intentional. So it depends on if you're copying Twinkle's definitely intentional wait and listen,
Like-
or if you're like, okay, let's just go in.
That's probably good you didn't bring Slurp and Sam.
Outside the door. Oh my gosh. Okay, what did you guys
Yeah.
get?
Oh, that's not that good.
Stealth check?
Aw. And Ellie,
gotta-
you got a beautiful butterfly on a single leaf
Oh,
from a Tato.
Well,
I'm gonna stare at this while they're eavesdropping, and I'm gonna appreciate it.
There's also a Tato saying to Twinkle like they want uppies and stuff in front of them. So I imagine Twinkle like, oh hold on, we gotta wait, and then there's just Tato like, up.
Yeah.
Like-
Oh yeah.
Twinkle,
I'll-
please tell me you guys rolled well.
I got a 13, but yes, I'll put.
Mhm. Ellie,
the
what'd you get?
finger on the shoulder.
Oh, I'm too busy staring at this butterfly.
Oh.
Okay, so then it's only 2.
So Ellie's actually distracted.
Yeah,
So
Ellie's
then,
just actually-
Toby, what did you
So
get?
I rolled a 0.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. I
Well,
love that.
it's fine.
So I imagine that the order of events is you knocked on the door, you heard stuff. Twinkle like moved into position to eavesdrop. Ellie got distracted, and then Toby, you were like, okay, maybe I'll take a little bit of a listen. You leaned forward and you accidentally put a little bit of weight on the door. So then the door just awkwardly, slowly opened with like Twinkle in a squat, like stealth listen position. Ellie just sitting there like, aw. And then Toby, you just kind of stumbling forward, and it's just, "Wee." And so the mid-sentence, they both turn like,
Twinkle pops up as soon as she notices the door opening, so she's not like.
Oh, there
Hi,
was a
the-
trade roll given.
Ooh.
I don't know. I think it might have been a
So-
little too late since it was.
Yeah. So in terms of the inspiration as well, I rolled with disadvantage, and the first die was a 1.
Ooh.
Oh, so it's like
Oh.
either way it would have. Okay.
Yeah, it would have canceled out.
Okay.
Hi. The door was open.
Yeah, I found a cool butterfly. Why did I fight it? I was given it.
Sorry for interrupting.
Yes, it is completely fine. We were about to end our discussion anyway. But hello, welcome. I'm sure that you have something important to discuss. I'll be on my way, though matters need to be handled.
Yes.
Anywho, I hope you all have a lovely day. I'm gonna go. And she just kind of quickly shuffles out with some paperwork
but the
in her
butterfly.
hand.
Look.
She doesn't even see you. She's just like,
Oh,
you're like, oh.
it's okay. I
Um,
see your beauty.
I'm so sorry for interrupting. We just came by to ask a couple of questions about what's been happening at the guild hall.
I mean, it's fine. He's just sort of like getting like settled, like clearly he wasn't happy with that like talk and stuff. He's over this like desk that has like a big, looks like a fun map kind of deal of like the country and stuff. Turns. What are the questions? I mean, anything for the members of the guild, fellow members.
Well, first off, we just wanted to know, we've been missing for a couple of months now, but according to the guild informant out there, people have been going missing over the last couple of months. Is this something that you know about?
We are aware that there does seem to be something happening. We're not sure exactly what is going on, but some of our higher up adventuring members have been going missing as of late. We're looking into it, and you know, I'm sure it's no problem. I mean, they're adventurers, and these are some of the best of the best. So maybe they're all just like working on a big unsanctioned mission together.
Yeah. Were you worried about us?
I worry about all of our guild members, you know.
Insight check.
Or roll insight.
Yeah.
I'll do an insight too.
Yeah.
I love that.
Do you really care about it?
Inside.
Yeah.
I got
I
a
got a nat
1.
20.
Oh.
Oh, good.
Wow.
I guess I'll roll for him too.
Just to see.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he did
okay,
do
so
well.
Ellie, you completely believe it. You're like, yep, he
Seems legit.
cared about all of us, and then
Fully,
Twinkle,
yeah.
you're like, yeah, he's full of it. Like he
I
did
know how
not
to read
think about
feelings.
us. Like, yep.
Uh-huh. Well, what should we... Are there any, like, similar circumstances in which they've gone missing? Like, types of quests, people they've worked for? And, like, how can we ensure that we won't be missing in whatever way.
Right, and maybe we could keep an eye out while we go to our quests as well.
Well, at the moment, all we really know is that it's it's strange, because they're the stronger, like, it keeps being the stronger adventurers that are going missing.
Oh, yeah. What's their faces told us about it. Way back when. Those guys that you guys told us about that I already forgot their names of.
Aaron and Vinny.
Yeah! Yeah, Aaron and Vinny. Yeah.
Yeah, at the moment we know that it's the stronger of our guild members. None of the rookies or mid-level, we haven't had problems with them. Although we have had problems getting more rookies recently because of the missing stronger adventurers. Which isn't great for... I'm told it's not great for our finances either. This is business. I don't really think about... I don't know that stuff. But apparently it's bad for... Tara was trying to tell me about stuff like that, but I don't know.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming that you're doing everything you can. But, I mean, have you sent people to follow up on the missions they've gone missing on?
No, any follow-ups?
Yeah, I mean, have you sent people out to follow up on
Oh, I mean...
where they were last seen and...
Yes,
you know,
we have sent out other guild members to go check on the last known locations, of course. But so far those searches have been coming up empty, at least for the most part. Like little bits and pieces have been found in the areas, which I don't really know if I should be discussing all of that with you.
That's
I need to talk to
totally
the head
fine.
about that.
I thought
First
you were
sword.
the head.
Well, he's the second sword.
Yeah.
Well, okay. We're just curious, and you know, personally, of course, I don't have any say or pull in a way, but it might be good for morale for the members who are here to maybe not keep everyone in the dark about what's going on.
We're trying not to cause panic. At least that's what Jesse has been telling me, and the first sword throughout the guild.
Yeah, but I think panic's gonna start settling in when everyone notices that the guild is a lot quieter than it used to be. We certainly noticed, and we've just got back from being gone for months.
It's true. I mean, even old Sam out there notices, telling everyone who comes in, which doesn't really help.
Slurping Sam.
Good old Slurping Sam.
We're doing our best to look into it, but it's been very challenging because it's just the only indicators we got so far is that it's our strongest guild members, so they're going after the strongest of us, whatever might be happening here. And then, like, you know, areas without a trace except like weird symbols and stuff like that, which we don't even know what's up.
Has it been all the strongest members, or like in order, like in descending order of some kind, or is it just random?
It seems to be random at the moment, just like whenever one of the stronger members has like gone out on more of a solo type quest or mission, which normally wouldn't be a problem for them, you know, be it like going out to slay a rogue Umbra or something like that, but then they just never show up, even if it seems like the quest was completed afterwards.
Huh.
It's odd.
Yeah,
Very
our
odd.
buddy system really should be utilized here.
We have
Don't
started
know.
implementing a buddy system policy with the
Yeah.
strongest adventurers now, but I mean, yeah, before it wasn't an issue. So, I really don't know. I'm talking with like the first sword and then Jesse, you know, the political advisor we have, to see what we should do about it. But I personally, I feel like it'd be great just go out there and punch whatever's freaking doing this, you know?
Yeah.
Got these like
Yeah.
thorns and man, instead of just
Why don't
sticking here.
you go do it?
Well, we don't know where the thing or what is. There's just people vanishing, and I'm not a
Well-
tracker. I don't know.
Why don't I have just an idea? Get the current, like, one of the highest ranking members, the strongest members right now that isn't missing. Send them on a quest, but like have them, being tracked. And, we can maybe figure out what's going on from there.
Yeah, like a trap. That's not a trap.
Yeah.
Are you saying we should use one of our guild members as bait?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the way you guys think. That's a practical response.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Act first, think later.
Exactly. That's what I think we should
Yeah.
do.
In that beautiful insight moment is when you hear a knock on the door. And that is so funny. I like the way you think. Oh my goodness. There's a half elf woman, I almost said half, who is, why is Twinkle's thing keep
Yeah, it keeps like disappearing.
Yeah, it's funny because I see you on our side, but then all of a sudden it will just be like, goodbye.
That's weird. Yeah.
It
no,
happens. My screen will. It's probably my internet.
It's
Screen
okay.
blank
Our
and
internet's
stuff is
been
fine.
having a tiffy. But yeah, there's a half elf, tall, wiry woman with silver blonde hair, very stereotypical looking like ranger.
Oh,
rogue
ranger
type
elf,
person.
like-
Yeah, like green cloak, leather armor, like a big bow and stuff like that. Very, very stereotype of that. And she just kind of coughs a little bit and she's like,
Oh, guys, everyone, shh, kind of cool. Yeah, Kayleen.
you know, if you say play it cool, you're not actually playing it cool, right?
You're not the expert on cool. That you heard. We like to see you guys. Like,
Yeah.
And you are?
Oh, and she walks over and she goes straight for a handshake. Do you accept said handshake?
I do.
Okay. She grabs your hand and does one of those where she like puts her other hand over and she's just like, my name is Colleen Spinfire. Lovely to meet you. What are all of your names? I don't recognize. Well, I don't recognize most of you. Hello, Twinkle.
Hi, Colleen.
My name is Tobias Barkentail.
Lovely to meet you. And you?
You can just call me Ellie. No one can pronounce my first name.
Oh, try.
Ellie's fine.
Okay. If that's
Yeah.
your preference, no worries. So,
Kayleen, what did you need me for something?
well, now I'm just kind of curious if you were talking about something that you shouldn't have been.
I am the second sword of the guild. Nothing is what I'm not allowed to talk about.
I've heard otherwise from the first sword.
Well, maybe you've heard wrong. What did you hear that from Sam or something? That's unreliable information.
Sam does talk a lot. This is true. But I did overhear a little bit about you guys talking about all the people disappearing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
We're
been-
just concerned.
I mean, that's fair. There have been people disappearing right and left from the guild. I mean, pretty much every member that's been a veteran of this guild is just about gone now. Whether they've retired because of all the disappearances or they left in some kind of mysterious way on a mission.
Twinkle, are you not a veteran? of the
Well,
guild?
in a like I've been here for a long time way, but not in a like I'm super strong and capable and sent on the hardest missions type of way. I'm just kind of here.
Twinkle, how long have you been at this guild?
It's been like at least a decade. So I don't even know anymore.
Right. Okay. Anyways, yeah, do you want to join us?
Oh, yeah. Are you guys planning on going out and trying to find everybody? You wouldn't be the first. There's been a couple of groups that have gone out trying to find folks.
Well, we gotta babysit someone tomorrow. But yeah.
Well, you
Ooh.
mentioned that there are people who are a lot of individuals who aren't missing are retired. Is there someone you have in mind that could go on this mission that might be the next target?
Oh, it's hard to say. It almost seems kind of random, but my guess is it's a planned form of random. It's
You
almost
can't
too.
plan for random.
You can actually. There's usually, I would say, connections that you can draw when things are happening. People are disappearing, whether it be certain groups or something. But the only connection between all of them is that they're high ranking. But where they go missing in the country is varying all over the place. It's almost as though somebody is intentionally taking people from as far away from each other as possible. So someone will go missing all the way to the East Coast, and then somebody else will go missing, but they're all the way on the West Coast. There's no consistency as far as where or who exactly is going missing besides their rank.
This is pretty much what I've already discussed with them.
I'm sure. But I appreciate your concern. I've known a couple of the people who've gone missing now.
Do you did you ever hear the idea to like send someone in as bait, like whoever might be the next target, or maybe the next few people who might be considered a target, to send somebody with them to kind of sneak behind and ambush if needed?
I mean, there have been a couple of people who've tried something similar to that. They went out on missions and tried to have people spaced out everywhere with communication devices and such. And all of them in unison went missing instead of just the high-ranking member. So you'd have to figure out some kind of way to make it so it wasn't obvious. To me, it kind of seems like there might be a leak in the information guild, because how are they knowing where everybody's going on missions, you know?
Are you assuming we have a spy in our mix?
I don't think it's an assumption so much as just kind of evident.
I didn't want to think about that.
Does make a good point, though.
Is there anyone here within the guild who can, like, I don't know, scry on the missing adventurers?
We've had all kinds of magical ways of trying to find everybody, and it's almost as though they just vanished into either another realm, or somehow they're just gone. Certainly hoping it's not the worst case scenario, in which case they're, you know.
That being another plane could be possible. Makes it more difficult though.
It does.
Have you checked the fourth dimension room here within the guild? Are you sure they just haven't been going like missing in that one?
The what?
I don't think we have a fourth dimension.
Yeah, well, you do.
I need to know more?
Yeah, I mean, we could utilize that maybe if we know more about. I don't.
No,
Oh.
you won't be able to get out.
It's like one of those doors that are like, it's almost like a completely random door each time, but then you open it up and all of a sudden the stairs are on the ceiling, and then
Yeah.
like there's a black hole void, and I think there was an
Yep.
eyeball involved.
There was.
Whoa, that sounds like you either had a really bad night after drinking too much, or I don't know. Were Tatoes involved?
Oh, yeah, that sounds right. That seems like a Tato.
There
thing.
were a lot of Tatoes involved.
They seem to like you, gravitate towards you guys, as Tatoes are just like climbing around on top of you.
Is there anybody else within this guild that has this many Tatoes around us?
Well, I don't think this many. I think you
No.
guys are special. You should feel
Generally,
grateful.
so, from being at this guild for a while, I know that Tatos do tend to like adventurers a lot of the times, but this is a lot for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
I
mean,
good
guess
friends.
we're lucky
I heard that if you have a lot of Tatoes around you, it's a sign that your fate means that something big's going to happen involving you. Though,
Oh.
I think that phrase was kind of vague and didn't specify whether it was going to be positive or negative.
Well, they gave me a butterfly. I'm gonna hold it up
Did you-
again.
Did that saying or phrase happen to have any mention of how many things are going to happen to us? Because it feels like a lot of things have happened to us.
Oh, like what?
Oh, I don't know if we need to go into details.
I think we
It's
died
secret.
and met like the deities of like sun and moon.
Interesting. Please tell me you reported that to the front desk because that would be hilarious.
No, we tried to, and this was after we crashed in the airship and we rescued like
You know.
24 people from being mind controlled.
You guys have had some crazy adventures.
Dang.
Yep.
Is there anything
Yep.
on your adventures that would have led you to maybe what happened to all the missing people? Anything?
Well, actually, occasionally we see a cloaked figure.
Wait, do we trust her
Hello,
now? We're
figure.
just telling her everything? We just met her.
Well, I mean, I don't know anything about the cloaked figure. Is that something we should be hiding?
Wait, also, who are you exactly?
Yeah.
I,
Just met this person. She could be the spy for all we know.
Remember we did introductions. I'm
Yeah.
clean.
Colleen, yeah.
But I totally get it if you don't trust me or you don't want to
Do
tell
you
me.
do you hold like a position in this guild, or are you just like do you just come into Bramble's office just randomly?
Oh no, I'm one tier down from the what is it called? What's the highest tier?
First one.
Veteran?
Oh, veteran. Yeah. Oh.
I don't know. But the one tier down from veteran.
I just based on how you said that, I'm just gonna insight check it.
I was just forgetting.
whatever it's called. You
That
know.
was a DM mistake.
Yeah, that was just us not-
Can you go to the guild tier list? Because I can't remember for the life of me.
I did roll a 20.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So I guess that one.
Okay, fortunately, that was a DM mistake and not a character mistake. They seem genuine. So they are what is considered a seasoned adventurer. So not quite a veteran, but yeah.
Well, I can say I've known Killeen for a while. Can I recall to my interactions with her if she's ever in the past done anything untrustworthy?
I would say she has seemed like she's not been super interested in making friendships. She seems like she's very nice and she talks to people, but she generally doesn't seem like she gets particularly close to any of the
Is she just
adventurers.
networking? That's what it is.
She talks to people, wants to know who's who around her, but doesn't seem like she builds close bonds, if that makes sense. So not standoffish, but also not actively seeking to get really close to people. So you don't know a whole ton about her, but you've at least seen her here the entire time that you've been here, and she was actually here prior to you.
Okay. I mean, I don't distrust her. I've known her for a while.
Well,
I don't think it hurts to mention, and maybe we should actually mention this to Tara. There has been a cloaked figure that reappears sometimes and actually took somebody we were adventuring with on one of our first missions.
Oh, did you report that somebody got taken?
I don't think we did,
Well,
but
no, because we got paid for that job. I thought we were. Yeah, that was after. That was way before.
So then you probably reported it? I know it kind of blends together after a while.
yeah.
I feel like that stepping out of Twinkle, I feel like if we had known to report something like that, we would have. Like, I
We
don't think we
would've,
would have kept
yeah.
that secret.
Yeah.
We became less competent with their paperwork the longer we've worked here.
Yeah. Mood.
Hey, a lot has happened
say
since you
about
worked
it.
here. Though.
Yeah,
Like,
for real.
you've had
It's
other
like your
things to worry
first
about.
emails. It's like your first emails in your company where it's just like full paragraphs and everything, and then like and then like nowadays it's just like, hey, need this
Sentence.
thing. Thanks.
Yo, what's up?
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah. That's so funny.
Was the cloaked figure there with the Amber Umbra
Yes.
Yes.
or a cloak? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
It seemed like the same person. Well,
Yeah,
as
so
far as you
you've
could
now
tell.
seen them. The first time you saw them was at the zoo, I
Yeah.
believe, and then the
Mhm.
second time you saw them was
Toby's deity.
yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
And then the third time that you saw them was
The umbrella.
with
Like
the
the
Umbra.
amber one,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah. I feel like maybe we should report those specific instances
Oh,
that we've seen that.
yeah.
Because they seem to always be around when like the worst things happen.
Yeah, that's true.
Hmm.
Is there anything about this cloaked figure that is important or like distinctive that you can remember?
Or
They have
anybody of
cloak.
their associates or anything?
Yeah.
Or are they alone?
I mean, not that I can recall.
Do shadow
think-
count as associates?
Shadow? Like shadow? Like sun shadow?
Like they're always like there's something about they're like accompanied by something, right? Like
I thought we weren't gonna mention this, guys. We talked about it.
I like this
Well, we
in
talked
character.
about
as
not
well.
mentioning we talked about not mentioning it to Terra, but now we're in front of the second sword, and they said that this might be substantial.
Yes, if you have information that could help us find our other guild members, please.
I don't know why we shouldn't share it.
I
It's
mean,
not
it's
like-
up to you guys.
I just feel very convenient that this new person who we've never met before just comes in and we're sharing everything.
That's fair.
Who's not even a ranked official at that.
Well, we've run into them several times, but if we come across any more information, we'll be sure to share, especially if it has to do with the disappearances.
Okay. Well, I won't try to pester you guys anymore as far as getting any more information out of you, but yeah, please do share stuff, even if it's not with me, at least with the guild. I know the receptionist can be a little annoying, but I mean, if you guys have anything that could potentially help people get their loved ones back, or that might be a threat to all of the people here or anything like that, and you have information, withholding it is kind of dangerous.
We've shared some things. We've shared pretty much all we know, actually.
Yeah. Well, do you guys care if I pass that along, or are you trying to keep this on the lowdown?
No, pass
There's
that
nothing to
along.
pass on. It's already at the second store.
I think it's better if more people know. I'm just saying, you get your information mixed up.
We pass on what everyone needs to know at the appropriate times.
And that means if he can remember.
Kayleen, don't you have like archery practice right
Oh,
now?
shoot.
That you're supposed to be
You're
doing?
right, I do. Okay, well, it was lovely to meet you all. And see you again, Twinkle. Bye! And then she walks out, and for once, without a cliffhanger, as she leaves, we end it for the night on something relaxing and not crazy.
And Bramble just falls dead.
And then Bramble's dead.